Hello the peoples of the internet, it is your boy as always, a Tall Geek Guy, back at it again with another video. And we are finally going to be taking a look at the Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Ultra, you can't even see the packaging, Ultra Magnus. It's the farthest it'll go up. So here is Kingdom Ultra Magnus, the box anyway. If it's a pretty huge box, I'll try and raise the camera up a little bit already, because I mean it is a pretty tall box, so just give me a second. It's basically as far as it'll go. But here we have the what's it called, Ultra Magnus there in his vehicle mode, looking pretty cool. And then we have the upper round art that the War for Cybertron Kingdom packaging had. He was a leader class. I guess the packaging is in there. His name, Ultra Magnus, if you haven't noticed that already. Transformers Generations to Cars Only. The beautiful War for Cybertron Kingdom artwork here. On the back of the box, Kingdom Magnus, Albino Prime, Autobot symbol, and then yeah, I mean, you have the arc back there, which is pretty cool. Sorry, I bumped the camera. But yeah, Autobot logo, War for Cybertron K20. So I assume that's a number, but yeah, looking pretty good. So let's get on to the figure. So let's get the box out of here. Okay, so here is Ultra Magnus in his truck mode, looking pretty cool in my opinion. I really do love this figure. And it's just an amazing figure, leader class figure in my opinion. But so let's take a quick, anyways, let's take a closer look at the details. You do have the gunmetal gray there. I'll explain why it is off center in a minute. The Autobot logo there, the gunmetal gray wheels, the white cab, the cab right there. You have the missiles plugged on already. On top, looking pretty filled up, not gonna lie. The bottom of it looking not so filled out. Alright, here's the bottom of the figure. Lots of nice detailing going on throughout the figure. Do quite like you to have the sorry, I forgot to mention the tinted blue windows, because you have the shins and the legs in the back. And this, as you may know, this is a heavy remold of the Netflix the original Ultra Magnus. So yeah. Inside, basically the same thing. I'm gonna swing it around too violently because it might end up hitting a wall. But he does roll very loudly. All wheels roll besides this one. This one doesn't really like to roll. I put some, not even to put pressure on it, it won't roll. But yeah. Now the reason why the cab is like that is because of the hands. Now I have the hidden hands here, just because I wanted to, and it looks better like that in my opinion. And we'll do like a tutorial on how I did it, but yeah, so I really need to worry about. So this is gonna be a little difficult. I'll zoom out and a little bit. Here we go. Still my net. Here are some vehicle comparisons. Here he is with Earthrise Optimus Prime. You can see Prime, or Magnus, is longer than Prime. I haven't tried this, but look at that, you can fit Prime up there pretty securely too. But yeah, obviously you can't switch the shaders, but yeah, there's Prime and Magnus together, looking pretty cool. Here he is next to the War for Cybertron Netflix Wheeljack. You can see obviously much bigger than Wheeljack. Oh, just a quick feature with Wheeljack, it can actually, he fits perfectly on the trailer. I should have went over this when I went over details, but he fits almost perfectly onto, like, I'm barely putting any pressure on it, but he moves. He doesn't move as much as I thought. So is that that's a coincidence? Probably, but he fits a little better when it's this way, but he fits almost perfect. I mean, look at that, he fits almost perfectly there. So I guess he can carry a car, maybe a small Volkswagen Beetle for Bumblebee, but he can't really fit anything in here. Even though I did clear out a little bit of space, he can't really fit anything in there. But yeah, he fits almost perfectly. I mean, the wheels stay here and then his front wheels stay here. Like that's almost a perfect match. I mean, coincidence? I think not. But here he is with a modern day deluxe Studio Series Dino. See how they scale together? Obviously bigger. So, and Dino doesn't fit too well in here. It wobbles around a little bit. You might be able to put one right here, but that would be kind of weird. Oh, let's try that. Fit Dino there, looking kind of weird. I guess it can carry 2 cars, kinda. This one is like very unrealistic, where he can carry a wheelchair perfectly. As I'm saying, that's a coincidence. I think not. Now, with the comparisons out of the way, weapon storage, I already have the missiles plugged in. But for his gun, we'll go over more in the robot mode. But you can plug it in. There's a lot of ports you can plug it in. You can plug it in here, thanks to the upgrade I did, or upgrade, more of a mod. But you can plug it in there, plug it in back here, and you can plug it in up here. So yeah, lots of places where you can put it. But me personally, I just open this up and just chuck it in there. So there you go. It's not too visible, but yeah. So let's get that out. And I guess, yeah, we'll move on to the transformation for this guy. So we do need to do a little bit of modifications. You need to unhook these 2 locks right here. 2 locks. Yeah. Okay. There's one out. And the other one is out. Slide these out from the legs. This, I guess, is the extra transformation step you need to do if you do the mod for Magnus with the arms upright. And then goes back up. Take the hand. Alright, so we have all of this just laying around, and we will work on the trailer section in a little bit. So now here is the core of Magnus, as some people call it, albino prime. We have a lot of robot mode showing, which is, it's not that big of a deal, due to the fact that it is pretty visible here, but it doesn't need to transform as much because, budget wise and all that. Just need to set that off to the side a little bit more. These 2. Alright, so let's zoom back in a little bit, and let me lower the camera so I can have a little bit less room to operate, but still manageable. So let me do that really quick. And we have zoomed back in. So now we will work on the transformation for this guy, for Albino Prime. I don't know his official name. I just call him Albino Prime because everyone else does. But if you do know his official name, please leave a comment down below so I can finally start calling him his official name. But yeah, what you want to do is unclip the legs. They clip in 2 places, here, then here. They mostly just loop in here, but the real connection point is right here. So if you do break that, can't see what I'm doing. If you do break this little connection point, then it is pretty much ruined. So think it out, don't wiggle it. I know y'all like the sound of that. Your ratchet joints. Next, you want to flip out the heel spurs, just like that. Give them stability. Next, you want to bring out the arms, just like that. Yeah, I guess. Okay. Extend the arms like that, so I can maybe raise the camera a little bit more. There you go. Then rotate this whole section around, just like that. Bring the front of the cab up, just like that. Bring this down. Flip the cab up. Flip the head out. Close it back in, make sure the head is straight. Push it back in, just like that. It'll lock in place. Bring the crotch up. Flip the arms in, and there you go. There you have Albino Prime, which you can't really stand with those heels, but in his robot mode, and he looks absolutely fantastic in my opinion. I do quite like this figure in his albino form. It does look really cool, and I would assume we can put a matrix in here because there's a whole bunch of empty space in there, so might as well. But he does look really cool in this mode. We're getting closer on the details, not going too much into details, but we are going to get some details. You have the blue, I think this is Allspark blue, I believe, for the mouth shield. Some red there for the eyes, gunmetal there. Yeah, basically the same mold for Prime, just scaled down a little bit. If you go to the truck there, it's Allspark blue, Autobot logo. Like I said, this figure has not yellowed. I say that and then it's gonna yellow by tomorrow, I'm telling you. I probably jinxed it, but whatever. But I have had this figure for a while, and he has not yellowed at all. So looking pretty cool. You can see I have the backpack there. I do like it more up here than down here, because down there is for the Ultra Magnus combined. So, but yeah, overall he doesn't look too bad. He can't really stand well with the heels. Does need a little bit more heels. He does need that heel support. So yeah. Now we'll go to articulation. So articulation wise, his head is on a ball joint, so you do have a whole bunch of wiggle movement there. Look up a decent amount, sorry. Look down a decent amount. Head can do a full 360. Arms can do a full 360. You have in and out. Every single time I do it out, it just unclips. But they are pretty stiff, so you do have about, he's in the back. I do have about 90 degrees of, a little under 90 degrees of bend at the elbow. You have wrist rotation. You have waist rotation due to transformation. Legs are on beautiful ratchets, and you can loop in to create a deeper knee bend. A knee bend, sorry, leg movement. Knee bend is about little. Yeah, I guess it's about 90. And there goes the scratch. He does have ankle tilts. Then you can use the heel to make him look like he's doing Michael Jackson. Simone. But yeah, he does look pretty cool in this alt form. The one problem I do have with the figure in general is like you can't really get the legs to be perfectly symmetrical. I mean, he's either looking up or he's just looking down. I mean, it's not too big of a deal. I mean, you can see right there, he is looking down. But when I do, he is standing a little bit, like he is leaning a little bit that way. But it's not a deal breaker for me. To me, it's just like he's puffing out his chest because, you know, he's proud of who he is. He is a Ultra Magnus. There he is. Now for the weapon, we can just plug it in right here. You do have a lot of ports here, 5mm ports, so you can really that are loose, but you can really open this guy up with some weapons. I personally like to have it on here because it just looks cooler in my opinion. And shoulder cannon could be like Soundwave. As far as storage goes, not really much you can do about this. You can't really plug it in anywhere, so yeah. Now we'll do a quick comparison really quick. Here he is with Optimus Prime. And so yeah, I mean, they do share a couple of similarities. The legs definitely share quite a similarity. The head definitely shares a similarity. And you can see Prime is taller than Albino Prime, but overall Prime cleans up a lot better than Albino. The legs obviously they share a similarity. The cap section kinda sorta, but yeah. Autobot logo on the same shoulder, which I'm just now realizing. Shoulder stacks, the smoke stacks, there you go, on the same what's it called, place as the other ones, as Prime. So yeah, overall not too bad looking scale wise. So yeah, we'll go ahead and take Prime out of the picture, and I'm pretty sure this is the part where all of y'all have been waiting for, the Magnus armor. So we'll get to that right now. And one more comparison, because I forgot to do it. Here he is with a deluxe figure, Wheeljack. So there you have that. Okay, so there you have that. So let's get Ultra Magnus Albino Prime prepped and ready to go. So you need to flip out his crotch, rotate it around like that, flip up the heels, and then you need to break the soldiers off. You need to press this forward. There you go. A little finagly. Next, you need to bring this down, bring the head into the chest, bring this section down. You cannot do it with this flush against the back. You do need to press this forward, and then so it'll be able to move freely. So you just want it like that. Bring the arms back in, and there you go. There is Albino Prime prepped and ready to go. So we'll set him off to the side, and then we'll work on all of this stuff we have here. So a whole bunch of stuff we need. Oh yeah. These you could just slide apart just like that. You just slide together like that. Flip these in, flip these in, and there you go. You can set these off to the side. These are all ready to go. And these are all ready to go if you have them. Well, they should be all ready because they put the instructions, they would plug them up here. So these should be all ready to go. So you have those already done. So we'll take the missiles off too. Just move them out. There you go. Alright. Oh, it is pretty almost the same size as a bottom. Oh, taller. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Next thing you want to do is unclip this. It just clips in one spot. It just slides in right here. The notch right there. And then that's where you want to unclip it from. Then once you've done that from both sides, you can start to disassemble the armor. If you don't have it all the way in, then it should be pretty easy to disengage. So there you have that. And then I'm gonna grab hold of this so it will fall out. Then, oops, knocked them over. Yeah. Okay, so sit you back up straight like that. All right, then this will just slide out like that. Now this just slides in right here, 2 spots. So yeah. Okay, so we're gonna work on the legs because I think it's what's the most complicated part of the transformation is getting the legs all oriented. I was pretty lost when I first saw the instructions. So fold this in first. Fold this. Wait, no. See, I'm already lost. Fold this in. Fold all of this in on itself. Fold the shin in place, and then fold this around like so. So a lot of folding. So let's demonstrate with this leg. So fold this in. Fold all of this in. Fold it around this section right here, and then clip it in like so. Sorry. So there you go. They have the legular region all done. And now for this bit, you want to flip this in and then collapse this in like so, just like that. So you have all of that situated. So now we can bring the albino back in and then start fitting the armor onto him. So these clips will just clip in this spot right here, and then you have a tab right here that will go into nowhere. I don't think it goes anywhere. Okay, so we're gonna clip this in, slide it in like so. There you go. And it does boost them up in height a crap ton. So yeah, might have to raise the camera up a little bit, just spread the arms out. Yeah. Now we'll work on the arm. So you're gonna open this up. There's a port right there. Let's go into, make sure you want the rounded side facing towards you. So slide that into the hole. Then you're gonna close it up just like that. Same thing to the other side. Close that in. There you go. And just like that. So we're getting somewhere. Next, for the shoulder stacks, just want to slide them in. Well, make sure you do it correctly. Just like that, where it clips in. There you go. And then I guess we'll add the missiles right here. I like to have them straight. It doesn't really matter how you have them. This is just my preferred preference. Raise the camera up just a tad. Just like that. Okay, so oops, I think the camera's a little crooked. Nah, it's fine. Next, you want to get this piece. Sorry, clip it onto the back. It's gonna clip in right here, the spine basically. There you go. Swivel it around. Now you have tabs that will go into these notches right here, and then you have two black tabs up here that will go into the chest right here. And then just collapse all that in, tab it in, and then there you go. Peoples over the internet, there is Ultra Magnus looking absolutely beautiful in his fully robot mode, and his full robot mode. There you go. And he looks absolutely amazing in my opinion. I just love how this figure turned out. It makes me want the Siege one, but this one is overall better in my opinion. Overall, not too much junk hanging off him, but it does have that issue where he does. Oh, never mind, I fixed it. Never mind. Okay, we're good. I don't have anything to complain about. Well, we'll get to that later. But yeah, he looks really cool. I do like how this guy cleans up. Looks like a mini masterpiece in my opinion. But let's get in closer on the details. You do have that beautiful. Oh, you can't even see. The camera's out of focus. There you go. You have the gunmetal face there with light piped eyes. If you get the light directly on him, then you can see how those eyes just glow. Can't really tell. Well, I can kind of tell right now, but if you get a flashlight or something right on him, then you can really see those eyes glow, and it just looks like he's alive, honestly. Lots of mechanical detail up here. Really do like that. The solar stacks. I do have a little bit of a paint mishap on mine. Is like a blue streak. I guess that was from the factory. That wasn't from what's it called? A mishap on my step. But yeah, overall looking pretty cool. I do like how they did. I do like this white better, the painted over white, than the plastic white. It just looks better in my opinion. He really does. It makes him have like the old school vibe in my opinion. The chest section is completely new, as you can see. It has some matte red there. See, transparent. I do like how the windshield is basically the same for this bit as well. I do like how all that lines up. It is pretty unique that they did that. Do have the blue there. See, arms picking out. Absolutely huge calves. This guy did not skip leg day whatsoever. Big. You have some more of that matte red there. His legs are at an angle, so you can obviously A pose without you doing any tilts. But for the back, it does look pretty cool. Very clean. It cleans up very good in the back. I will say it does clean up pretty good. So not too much hanging out for him. And then obviously you have the Magnus. Oh geez, they have the Magnus booty there. But yeah, looking pretty cool. Now for articulation wise, his head is on a ball joint. So you get pretty good. You can look up. About that far down, pretty decent amount. Head can do a full 360. You can see the light pipes right there, and you do have full 360 rotation for the arm. Arms can go in and out. Does not come out for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's because it's tabbed in, but yeah. You do have that wrist rotation. Sorry, that is not a wrist. That is a bicep rotation. About 90 degrees of bend there at the elbow. You do have wrist rotation. That's a wrist rotation. You do have waist rotation. Not too much. Actually, none at all. But I think if you disengage something, you can get a full waist rotation. Oh, that's right, because this piece is all the way down. There you go. Now you get a waist rotation. Okay, so that is pretty good waist rotation right there. You do have leg movement. On those beautiful ratchets. You can see the inner leg there. You do lose a little bit of leg articulation. It is under 90 degrees of bend at the knee. And you do have ankle tilt, a lot of it too. And if you want, you can T-pose like that meme. So yeah, there you have that. Oops. Oh, he does like to do the switch on me from time to time again. See? But overall, this guy just looks great, feels great. It's just a great figure to have. For weapons, where did his gun go? I think I lost the gun. Hold on. Found the gun. Okay, so we can plug it in right there, and yeah, he just looks really cool with his gun in hand. You can't even see it. There you go. Looks really cool with the gun in hand. Just getting ready to blast some Decepticons away with his gun. Just looking really cool. This is blast effect compatible, but I do not have any on hand right now. So yeah, it's kind of a downside, but oh well. So with his missiles are blast effect compatible. So yeah. But for the size of him, he does have pretty good articulation. It is limited here, but in the legular region, but besides that, he does have pretty good articulation despite having all this junk on him. Well, not junk, armor. And he does have pretty good amount of heft to him with all the armor added. And it just looks like pretty menacing in my opinion. Now for some comparisons, here he is with Earthrise Prime again, so you can see how that shapes up. As you can obviously, Magnus gained a little height due to the boots. So yeah, I'm getting deja vu. I feel like I've seen this thumbnail on my channel before. Huh? I don't know. I have to check it because this video could be a complete waste of time. I don't know. I'll see. But here he is with the Netflix wheeljack, and here he is with a modern day deluxe figure. So there you have that. And the quick thing I discovered with his weapons is that he does have 5mm ports, so you can plug this gun up with his missiles on either side, and there you go. Looking pretty cool in my opinion. I do quite like that. If you want, you can have them lower, but I prefer to have them on the higher port. So there you have that. Looking cool in my opinion. I like how you can have the compatibility, and of course you can plug the missiles anywhere you want. It's like, so for screen accuracy, obviously you would plug them up here. So give him his gun. So yeah, there you have the Kingdom Ultra Magnus, and he just looks beautiful in my opinion. I just absolutely adore this figure. It is a really solid figure in my opinion, and I would highly recommend you get one if you haven't already. And I know this review has been long coming on my channel since last year, I think. So yeah, here's the Magnus review. Like I said, hopefully this ain't a waste of time because I swear I had deja vu with wheeljack and the Ultra Magnus comparison. But yeah, there you have that. So let's see, paint wise is a 10 out of 10. Yeah, we'll say 10 out of 10. I do like how they had the mats with the gloss. It just fused together incredibly well, and I just love it. I did this for a second, I'm sorry. Sculpt wise, really good. I would have liked to see a little bit more detail, but for what it is, well, more detail up here. I could have painted this like black or something, but I'm not being too nitpicky about it. I don't have that much complaints with the paint. Besides, I mean, this bit, but I mean, it's fine. It's not a deal breaker. But yeah, it's fine. 10 out of 10 for the paints. Let's see, articulation, we'll do it a solid 9 out of 10. Now just the legs kind of killed it for me. Also, I mean, that's a little scary to think about, but so I try not to do it. But yeah, that's a solid 9 out of 10. Transformation was, I mean, obviously it's going to parts form, so I'm not going to knock off points for that, but it was a little finicky getting the legs into place and all of that. But overall the transformation was a solid 9.5 out of 10. Those legs got me a little carried away when I first tried to transform it. It did almost give me a headache because I was just like, I couldn't do it, and then I used my common sense and then looked up an MGO review. So thank you MGO for not having me to get a headache, so thank you for that. But yeah, vehicle mode was a 10. We'll do 9. No, we'll do it 8. Well, not now. We're gonna do little too harsh, but so we'll do it an 8 out of 10. I want just the hands were visible, like I mean, this I can understand, but the hands were visible. I mean, it's just I'm not. It's like really. I mean, thanks to someone I found on YouTube. I forgot who his name is, but he showed me a little trick you can do to hide the hands using the forearm pieces. So yeah, that's not a deal breaker. Well, yeah, I guess it wouldn't be a deal breaker, but yeah, I just kind of wish it had some form of a solid like hiding place, but it's fine. But yeah, overall this figure is not bad at all, and I would highly recommend you get this figure wherever you can, really. Obviously don't pay for like secondhand who are charging like $300 for this. Like, it's not worth it. I probably wouldn't go over 60 for it. 60 if it's 60 if you really 60 if you could find a good deal for it. Maybe 80. I feel like it's going a little too high. 70. Yeah, I guess 70 if you could find it for a good. If you can negotiate somehow, then like yeah, 70 would probably be the highest I would go for it. Because it is a pretty rare figure to come across now. I only saw this guy twice, and the second time I saw it, I was like, screw it, I'm buying this figure. It looks amazing. I love it. So yeah, there you have that, peoples of the internet. So subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on those notifications so you can stay tuned on what's to come. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, stay safe, and to all are one. And by the way, today marks exactly 10 days until Rise of the Beasts. Can y'all believe it? It's 10 days away. I'm super excited. I hope you are too. I just can't wait for that movie to come out. Alright, stay safe, subscribe if you haven't already, until all are